Good morning students. So today we will discuss about the last topic of our chapter bones and muscles. So the topic is muscles. What is muscles? Our bones cannot move on their own. They need something to move them. Muscles are attached to bones and pulled to make them move at joints. Every movement needs muscles, and there are 640 muscles in the human body. They are made up of tough elastic tissues. Okay, so they are tough. That is why they can support the whole muscular system. Muscles are attached to bones by a tough band of tissues called the tendons. Look at the picture. These are called as the tendon. This yellowish thing is a band-like structure. Okay, so what it function? It hold your muscle with your bone. That means it attach your muscle with your bone. So muscles can pull the bones but they cannot push. Next one is to move bones in one direction. At least two muscles are required. So suppose you are grabbing an apple from the table and you want to eat that apple. So can you tell me that how many muscles are involved in here? There are lots of muscles, but they will be in pair of two. That means it will involve two shoulder muscle, two arm muscle, two forearm muscle. Okay, then two muscle in the wrist, two muscle to pull the apple to your mouth. So always the muscle work in a pair of two. So when a muscle contracts, the bone come close to each other, due to which we are able to move. So for example, to move the lower arm, you need two muscles, biceps and triceps. See, biceps and triceps. Okay, two muscles. So we can say that the muscular system is responsible for the movement of the human body. Muscles are basically of three types. Now we will learn about the types of muscles. So there are three types of muscles. They are voluntary muscles or skeletal muscle. Next one is involuntary muscle or smooth muscles. And third one is cardiac muscles or voluntary muscles. Okay, so this is also a involuntary. That means, what is the mean of the voluntary? Means it is under our control. Okay, and involuntary means that it is not under our control. We cannot control them in any situation. So skeletal muscle is, these muscles control the movement of the body and are under our control. Okay, this one is the skeletal muscle, this one. They work in pairs, like one muscle in the pair contracts while the other relaxes to produce the movement. So in one time, one muscle will contract and another will relax. These are found in arms, legs, eyes, tongue, etc. Then thus, while reading, writing, walking or running, we use the voluntary muscle because they are under our control. So 30 to 40% are the skeletal muscles. Next one is the smooth muscles. Okay, so these muscles are not in our control because of their involuntary muscles. They work on their own. They are found in the internal organs. So for example, when we eat our food from the mouth, it is pushed by the muscle from the food pipe to the stomach. Can we control the movement? No, we cannot. That means it is the involuntary muscle or the smooth muscle. So muscles of our eyes, those are the smooth muscles. Next one is cardiac muscles. So these muscles are found in heart. They are involuntary and keep on pumping the blood throughout the body. Heart muscle doesn't get tired like any other muscle in our body. So of course our heart muscle doesn't get tired, otherwise we won't be alive, right? So it always pumping the blood throughout our body. Next one is exercise. So here is tick the correct answer. Then there is give one word answer. And short answer question, you have to write it down in your EVS copy. Okay, so what is skeletal system? We have already learned about it. Then what is joint? Name different kinds of joints. This is also we have learned. Then there is how do muscles work. Now see this picture. Okay, muscles are attached to bone by tendons. We have already learned about it, and help them to move. When a muscle contracts, suppose this muscle, the biceps muscle is contracting, it gets shorter. See, this muscle is getting shorter. And pull the bone. See, pulling this bone, right? When a muscle relaxes, it goes back to its normal size. See, now it is in a relaxed position. So what happened? It goes back to its normal size. Muscles can only pull but cannot push. Alright. Now what is the function of rib cage? You know that answer. Then long answer question. So why do we need muscles? Write the different types of muscles. We have already discussed it. What is the difference between movable joint and immovable joint? So first one is the definition of movable and immovable joint. And next one is the why this is movable joint. Because of in freely movable joints, the ends of the bones are covered with a layer of cartilage. Whereas in here, these joints are interlocked and held together by a connective tissue. So why there are 24 vertebrae in an adult spine? Basically our spine consists of 33 vertebrae. Alright? But 5 vertebrae fuse together to form a structure called the sacrum. This one. So this is formed by the fusion of 5 vertebrae. Alright? Then the other 4 fuse together to form the coccyx. Okay? This portion. This one. This portion is also called the tailbone. Okay, this is the end portion of our vertebral column. That is why it is known as the tailbone. Okay, so 5 plus 4 means 9. So that is how it is reduced from 33 to 24. Understand? That is why when we become adult, all those vertebrae fuse together and finally reduce the number of vertebrae. Alright. Next one is what is cartilage and its function. You already know about this. So see here how many muscles work together to move a bone. As we already discussed that we always need 2 muscles together to move a bone. Because a single muscle can only pull. It cannot push. Thus, muscles work in pairs to move a bone. When one muscle contracts, it pulls the movable bone. So this is all for today. So next day, I will give you the worksheet. So you have to read all the question answer thoroughly. Okay? Thank you, class.